Happy Sunday, everyone, from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Good morning. Just coming into Chattanooga. We spent the night in Bristol, Tennessee. Dropped off our two children, Courtney and Austin, at 4:30 this morning at the airport. And Jenny will give you the details because I'm driving.
Been doing a lot of that lately. So we're a few days in, and all is well. You guys ever hear the expression, blessed and highly favored? That's how we feel. It's been an amazing trip already. It's already, just these few days in, has been so worth it. This is so cool. I mean, I just love it. I've never had the opportunity to see much of the country, and this is amazing. So I'd recommend it for anybody that's thinking about it for sure. Let me share a couple little stories with you. So I told you my big family, Jeff had a small family, and he had a cousin. Then this cousin he hadn't seen since he was like 11 and she was 5, and we knew she was somewhere in Tennessee, and we had an address for her, but we really didn't think we'd be close enough to stop and see her. But when we were coming through at one point, Jeff's like, yeah, I'm gonna plug her address in just to see how far we are from her. So he plugged her address in, and at that point we were 10 miles from where she lived. So problem was we didn't have a phone number. So we tried to get a hold of a phone number in that little bit of time, and we couldn't. And so he's like, what do we do? And I was like, well, I think we should just show up, because you're gonna regret it forever if you don't. So we're weaving through this area of Tennessee, beautiful area. I mean, just gorgeous. And we get to the destination, and there's a woman, walking to her mailbox out of her long driveway down Southern Home, beautiful. And I was like, maybe that's her. And he's like, that's her. And I was like, how would you know? You haven't seen her since she was 5. He's like, I can tell, that's her. So we rolled down our window, and she's like, can I help you with something? And he's like, I'm your cousin, Jeff. And she was like, oh my gosh. And it was amazing. It was an amazing little reunion. We couldn't stay long because we had to continue our journey to get to where we were going to meet up with the rest of the family, but so worth it. I got to meet her and her two children, and heck, we got a reunion in the works for the Crossin family next year now, so it's awesome. Today we're headed to Florida, just over the tip. Jeff has 2 aunts that live there, and we're gonna have a little family gathering. When we arrive, we're gonna have Sunday dinner, so that's pretty awesome. And it's we'll be driving about 600 miles today, but that's just a drop in the bucket compared to what we did the last couple days. And going forward, it probably won't be that much either. So this is like our last big day of travel, I think. We made it to Virginia
Just crossed into Georgia, by the way.
We just crossed into Georgia, by the way. But we made it to Virginia late Friday night, and then yesterday we got to spend the whole day with Jeff's cousin and his aunt, and the cousin Maddie that graduated, and her brother Joe and his girlfriend BB, and a couple of our kids that were there, Courtney and Austin, and it was awesome. They live in a beautiful area. I mean, we were trying to get to Virginia for Thursday for the graduation party, but as it turned out, it was probably a whole lot better that we were late. I mean, even Sylvia said, you guys, it worked out better this way because we actually got to spend time together. Had we been there for the party, it would have been busy and hectic, and we wouldn't have stayed for days. We would have only stayed for, we stayed a day, and then we hit the road again. So super awesome. It's been amazing to see everyone already. We're already getting so many memories. After tonight, we're going to be heading up towards Myrtle Beach, looking for suggestions. We want to camp on the beach. If anybody's been in that neck of the woods, someone told me that the Myrtle Beach area itself is like super developed, Wisconsin Dells-ish, and we don't have to have that. That's fine, but I'm kind of looking more for, just the beauty of the ocean. So if anybody's been in that area and camping, comment on our post, however you do that, and I'll check that out. And then, let's see. Our dog is doing well. We just jumped up by Jeff. We're adjusting to all being together 24/7 though. And we need a suggestion on that too. I mean, there's things along the way, like when we came through Memphis and Nashville, and I mean, there's so many cool places we could have stopped if we weren't in a hurry, but I don't know what we would have done with the dogs. So we're kind of, if any of you have traveled with your dogs and you had a destination where you needed to like have somebody watch them for a couple hours, what do people do? I mean, if we leave our dog in the car at a rest stop, he'll bark the whole time we're gone. So it's not like he's the kind of dog we can just leave. So we have to come to some sort of solution, or we're just gonna not be able to do any of the attractions. And I mean, that'll be what it is. It'll still be an amazing journey. But if anybody knows of something we can do when we want to stop somewhere, let us know, because we're not really sure. So in closing, let's see here. The beautiful things we saw so far were the city of Memphis was amazing to come through. Nashville was amazing to come through. The Smoky Mountains and the Cumberland Gap area, gorgeous. So we'll see what we see today, but so far, I mean, it's been amazing. Our gas has been less than $2 a gallon almost everywhere. Traffic is crazy. I mean, more often than not, all the way across the country so far, it's almost bumper to bumper. You can't even use cruise control because you're constantly up and down in the 3, 4, 5 lanes of traffic. It's really, really busy out here. Masks everywhere we stop. Most people are wearing masks. Most people require them, but not everywhere. But we're wearing them, and we'll continue to wear them, and we'll continue to sanitize and all that stuff. But that's about it for now. One last note from me is still haven't had to use that porta potty. There's plenty of clean restrooms all across America. Whoop whoop. So I think that's it. For you.
Like us, love us, subscribe to us.
See you next
Come
time.
along with us.